Headed off on another car chasing adventure. Headed to Atlanta, Georgia. Seems like I'm getting down to the south there quite frequently picking up cars. This one's going to be a fun one. I'm going to absolutely enjoy the drive back on this one. Wait till you see what we got now. We were checked in at American. Don't know that I want to do the Southwest anymore. Last time we did Southwest, we got stranded in St. Louis. So anyway, getting ready to get on our plane. All right, we've landed in Atlanta. I'm gonna get my bag that got checked and get an Uber and go pick up the car yet tonight. It's gonna be a fun drive with this one. It's a convertible. Weather's nice, so it should be fun dropping the top. All right, we are at our destination. Just had a super cool Uber driver. You know, you never know. It's like a box of chocolates with these Uber drivers sometimes. But hey, shout out to my brother Kenny, who had a great conversation and had a great drive over here from the airport. But we are here now, and this is the car that we are picking up here. Check it out. 2003 Dodge Viper. All right, let me get my tag on this thing. And if anybody recognizes this in the background, I am at the home of Ed Bullion of VINwiki. So this car here actually is a car trek car got from Hoovie. So I haven't even seen the videos on it or the you know, to see what this car has been through. He hasn't told me you know what I'm buying yet. I received this car when he actually bought it, and he was out of town, so he had it shipped into my shop. And I drove it around. When it came in off the truck, I grabbed the keys and took it and drove it around. I was like, and then I told Tyler, I said, hey, this one right here, I kind of like this car. So if when you go to sell this car, put me in line on it. And then of course, you know, Tyler's like, hey man, I just bought a Ferrari. You ready to buy that Viper? And I'm like, hook me up, here we go. So I am in Atlanta, and I'm gonna drive this bad boy back to Kansas. Let's take a little walk around this bad boy. Man, sitting here in this driveway, man, this thing looks freaking amazing. Oh, I love this car. Like I said, I missed my 94. And look here, we got the ticket clinic. I might need them after I get home in Kansas with this thing. Auto Tempest. Check this out. Man, that V10 on these things is just freaking, it's just a beast. So much torque. All right. Uh-oh, what do we got here? I'm not sure what that represents. Kansas Car Trek. Power in the future. And I'm excited to drive this car. I got some great, like 80-degree weather coming up too the next couple of days. So that's gonna be a ton of fun. I tried to time it where the weather was good. It could be kind of sketchy this time of year, so I think I nailed it. I hope so. I'm gonna take some fun roads back. I might swing through Eureka Springs, Arkansas, and catch my buddy Leonard with the Porsche Palooza, and I might go hit some pig trail roads with this bad boy if it works out. So I'm excited. Let's get in this thing and take it for a drive, see how it drives. Gee, what kind of goodies do I got in here? Went to put my bag in the trunk. Looks like got the helmet, some shoes. What we got here? Vintage Grand Prix. What's this here? Racing. Let's see what we got here. Oh, we got a racing jacket here. Let's check this out. Ah, uh-oh. Oh. Tyler might not get this back. Oh man, Barrett Jackson Racing. Oh, well, we got a whole thing of tags in here, little vanity plates. That's cool. Uh-oh, got some wigs. I'm excited to see the production of this new car trek coming out. I guess I'll have to wait here. I'll have to belay this video until theirs comes out, because obviously can't be spoiling the party. This car is just a treasure trove of goodies. I can't drive 55. Little Sammy Hagar there. Oh boy. Well, glad I don't have a passenger. All right, I got myself buckled into the Viper here. This is cool. This is really neat. You know, what's interesting is this generation Viper is one of the, the least, I guess you would say, desirable versions kind of the car. They got a lot of criticism with the styling, thought it looked too much like a Corvette and so on and so forth. But man, this is cool. I mean, it's just so much more modern and user-friendly than my raw 95. I mean, I love the 95 because of its rawness, but the thing I didn't like about it was just the buffeting. So it looked terrible with the top on. You didn't want to drive that car with the top on, and with the top off, it was just almost undrivable on the highway. And it's kind of like, what's the point of driving that car, if you can't get it out on the road and open it up, so it just kind of beats you up a little bit. I love the car, I love the driving experience, but some things that I kind of didn't really enjoy about it. But this here is kind of a great blend. A lot of car for the money. Let's fire this bad boy up, see how it sounds. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh baby. Well, here we go. Let's roll on out to the hotel room, and then we'll go get some dinner. All right, I'm here at the sushi restaurant Ed took me to last time. Sushi Nami. Yummy. Here we go. All right, it's a beautiful morning here in Atlanta. So I'm like, well, hey, let's go ahead and swap a couple of car stories with Ed for VINwiki. So making a little appearance here at Ed's this morning before I hit the road. Rolling down the road in the Viper. And this is a cool car. It's amazing how much more comfortable and driver friendly this car is compared to my old 95. I mean, I love that 95, don't get me wrong. I mean, how raw and crazy it was one of the reasons that I loved it, driving it the most. But for a long stint, just the noise of the car in regards to the wind buffeting and, I mean, you didn't want to drive that car with the top on, and it was pretty unbearable with the top off on long distances. So this thing's kind of a perfect balance between the two. You can hear the exhaust, a little bit of droning, a little bit of wind noise, but overall, I mean, it's kind of the best of both worlds because it's very, very comfortable. The seats are super comfortable. The driving position is fantastic. I could drive this car a long distance. So having fun here, just heading out of Alabama, or out of Atlanta, and rolling down the road. So looking forward to getting into some Arkansas territory here in a little while, and have some fun through some twisties. But all's well so far. Now we got some fun roads. Man, these cars are absolutely amazing. They're just 500 foot-pounds of torque just at a touch of a toe is so awesome. Love it, love it, love it. Arkansas. Man, I love Arkansas. Whoa. Thrust, what we have is thrust. What a fun car. Okay, that was close. I'm back here to Augusta, which is about 10 miles from my house, and I'm not sure what I think the Viper tank's about 15 gallons. I come coasting in on fumes. The gas gauge is below E, and I was doing the old turn it off and coast down the hill trick, and then started on the uphill and like a roller coaster. Note to self, do not pass gas stations when you're at a quarter of tank. Well, I guess Dodge is compensating for idiots like me, because I just looked it up and the fuel capacity is about 18.5 gallons. So I had about 3 gallons left in the tank. So that needle must go way down before it's actually empty, because, you know, theoretically at 20 miles to the gallon highway rated on this thing, I would still have 60 miles left. I would have never thought that I had 60 miles left. So I guess they kind of made this idiot proof, thank goodness for me, because I would have been getting an Uber to come out and rescue me. That's pretty funny. But the good news is on that last stint, I got the best fuel mileage of the trip, over 23 miles to the gallon. So this thing hit like 60 mile an hour, and I was actually going like 60 mile an hour, 55 even at times, because going down the highway 400, it's a 2-lane and there's a lot of deer. And I did actually come across some deer twice across the road. So didn't want to take any chances, keeping it low and slow, and but definitely got got better mileage out of it. But anyway, made it to the gas station and got her fueled up here with some 91 no ethanol. So we're almost to finish this trip out, and knock on wood, so far so good. So you wonder how a 500 horsepower 8.3 liter V10 engine can get 23 miles to the gallon. Well, this is kind of funny. Literally at 55 miles an hour, it's like idling. It's 1,000 RPM. It is just crazy, the gearing in 6th gear on this car, how tall it is. But so cruising along at 60 miles an hour. We are doing about, I don't know, 1,300 RPM. So that's how you get, I guess that's how they got a mileage rating on this thing, is put a crazy tall 6th gear and final drive in it. I just think that's kind of funny. Literally, when I was cruising earlier at 80 miles an hour, it was 1,500 RPM. That's pretty amazing. I have made it home. The Car Trek Viper did not fail me. Viper Weens. I made it from Atlanta to Wichita, Kansas, straight through 3 stops. Almost did 2 stops, but that last stop about 6 miles from the house, I barely made it to that. So non-stop Atlanta to Kansas, no problems, safe and sound. All right, this completes the trip back from Atlanta for the Car Trek Viper. We were down here at Shift, just pulled it in, and getting ready to start working my magic on it. Gonna do a paint correction with Van Gogh, and I love doing the interior details and stuff myself, and just go through the car and check it out and get her up to 100% tip-top Euro-Asian quality. So I just give you a little walk around here. Man, it's a 75-degree day. I don't even want to stop driving this thing. I'm just going to keep on driving it. But what a fantastic car. Had a perfect driving experience. So look down, and so as you probably, Car Trek's already out by the time this video comes out, so you'll know that this is actually the Car Trek winning vehicle on the latest Car Trek. So in the description below, click on the link and you'll be able to see my video on the car when it's all reconned and ready for sale, and you'll get to see all of the details and all of the flaws and imperfections for my automotive enthusiasts. Well, this was a fun trip, everybody. Hope you enjoyed it.